Hello everyone, this is Paras Gandhi and I had currently finished my first semester from San Jose State University in California. I did my first semester from India itself, and in this video I'm going to go talk about what are the challenges I faced, what are the decisions I made in deciding why I'm pursuing my masters during a pandemic, why I quit a very decently paying job, how I managed to why I chose this university over slightly better other universities that I was able to get into. And so let's first talk about my background. So I graduated from Bharati Vidyapit University in Pune in 2017. I had a distinction, which meant above 65%. So Pune has a very low scale for this percentage. I mean, the highest, my topper of my batch got 74-75%, which was really low, and it caused a lot of problem while applying for universities because it's a private university giving you a very low score, and there are other students applying with 90%, 80% score. So like. It was hard for me to go through the first filter rounds, and I had to explicitly contact professors and all that my university does not give really high marks. And while most of the universities in India have distinction over 75%, my university has over 65% for this very reason. It didn't really work well for me, but yeah, whatever. So then in 2017, after graduation, I took a software engineering job in a startup so that I would get to learn a lot compared to most of the TCS and Zensas and all these companies. I chose a startup, and they had a decent pay. Like I got 5.5 plus some stocks, like 5,000 stocks vested over 4 years. And after 2 years of full stack development over where I worked on Django and React primarily, but there were involved React Native development and Selenium scraping, testing, all that. Plus, since the team was really small, there were 4 or 5 developers only. Everyday problem solving was really fun, and I had a really good experience over there. I really learned a lot. But then I was kind of getting complacent, and I decided one day I woke up and I felt that I wasn't really enjoying doing the same thing over and over and over and over, because after a point I had learned whatever that new particular company could teach me. And then the task became monotonous, and I decided, okay, this time for a new challenge. So I took a sabbatical first to decide that what I want to do. So I took a 1 month sabbatical and decided, okay, I will give my GRE. In that 1 month, I prepared for my GRE and gave my first attempt, actually the only attempt, and I scored fair score 321. It's not that good, but it's not that bad either. It's like above average, and I got 169 in quants, which was fair. To prepare, I just used the singles, this Magoosh premium service they have, and that was the only source that I used, because they had a. I didn't want to invest 6 months or 4 months or 3 months. Like I saw a few people doing that, like they joined certain coaching institutes and invested 6 months of their time just doing that. It's not worth it. Like at the end of the day, it's just a test, and there are more parameters to getting admission in a university than just GRE. Plus, scoring close to 320 wouldn't require much more preparation. I would feel that mugging up thousands and thousands of word would not serve me well. So that's why I decided I'll score maximum marks in quant, so that even if I don't score much in verbal, it will all be balanced. Which is what exactly happened. So for 1 month I did for the first 25 days I did the standard 1 month program they had. It was a really intense one, like you had to study a lot during that 1 month, but I was free, so I was doing that. Then I solved full length question papers for a few days before my exam, and I got 321. It was decent. And then for TOEFL, I gave a diagnostic test and I scored over 100, so I thought that maybe it's not something that requires explicit education, or like I don't have to get myself enrolled in one of the classes, or one of these courses. I just watched a few videos on exam patterns on YouTube. There are a lot of free videos, and after a couple of more tests, which I found like free tests, then I was able to score 112. So then I, whilst applying, because I was done it at an odd time when fall semester had already started, so I had a few months before I can even think of going for my masters. I didn't want to go for spring, so I thought that okay, I'll go in my fall. So I had a few months, like 9-10 months, so I switched the jobs, and I then I went to another job, and I got a decent pay. I got 12 plus. I got 12, right? No plus, no bonus. There was a bonus, yearly bonus, which I couldn't because I left before a year. It was a startup owned by BookMyShow, and they had like Spring and Angular over there. So I got to learn Angular and a little bit of Spring Boot. So whilst my time over there, I was simultaneously applying to all the universities. I got into Yocket counseling, which if someone needs a feedback, please ask me. I should make a separate video for that maybe. So I got a Yocket Premium counseling. Then I went because I didn't want to take any chances. I thought that whatever amount is required, I'm willing to pay upfront. I'll apply to as many universities as possible, and I'll get the what I want. That was a very naive way of thinking, which is what I realize right now, because it was a lot of wasted money, and it was a unfocused path that I was taking, and based on luck. Anyway, so I had a lot of problems with my low GPA, even though it wasn't low. I mean, there were only a few students who got distinction in my college, but and I was one of them, and I couldn't prove this to the university that I was applying to, because my college was private. Bharati Vidyapeeth University is a deemed university, and it's not affiliated to one of the major Pune universities or Delhi University or Mumbai University. So it didn't really had much value to it. So that's why my fair GRE score gave me a slightly decent chance. Plus I had a few research paper, journal articles and papers. I wouldn't call them papers, but some journal articles, which gave a little bit of influence on my resume and application. Then after getting into a few universities, like I got into Northeastern, I got into Buffalo, I got into San Jose. I was at a crossroad where even Arizona State. So all these mid-tier universities. Out of these, I chose San Jose State University because a few things became clear to me as the time went on. That the location of your university holds humongous value, because I talked to the seniors, I talked to the students over there, which is they had a perfect picture of what is reality. Like there were some students who had, like, they gave me both pros and cons of all the universities. So all the universities were fine. At the end of the day, if you work fairly hard enough, you should be able to secure a job. But it was like a bad timing. So and of course the pandemic started, so all the lockdown and all that. So then I had to, like, I had already quit my job before. Like I was pretty sure I was gonna go for fall 20, but then I deferred my admit to spring 21, because I thought that in 6 months maybe the chances will or this thing will go away, which clearly it didn't. So I was like abhi spring mein I'll enjoy my American dream and I'll start working on it. But same, like the pandemic became even worse, and some of my family friends over there told that वहाँ पे complete lockdown है, and even the students told कि university बंद हो चुकी है, Zoom पे classes हो रहे हैं. It really doesn't make sense to go over there, but apparently 90% of the students went. So I was amongst those 10% who didn't go. I took my first semester from India. About that experience, तो it the time zone was a huge challenge because वहाँ पर professors would be taking some morning classes, some evening classes, some late classes. तो अब वहाँ पे 10 बजे मॉर्निंग में क्लास हो रही है तो आपको यहाँ पे रात को 10 बजे पड़ती है. इफ़ दे आर डिसाइडिंग कि दोपहर को 3 बजे क्लास करेंगे तो फॉर यू इट्स लाइक अराउंड 3:15 अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग. और फिर उन्होंने बोला कि शाम को 6 बजे क्लास करेंगे तो इट्स लाइक फॉर यू इट 5:36 इन द मॉर्निंग. तो फॉर मी इट वॉज नेवर अ स्टैंडर्ड साइकिल कि मतलब मेरी स्लीप साइकिल ही नहीं थी कोई. एवरी डे वॉज अ न्यू डे. कभी जो मतलब तो विच वॉज लिटिल बिट ऑफ चैलेंज बट आई एम लाइक फिर वो ऐसे ही हो गया कि कभी भी जागते हो कभी भी सोते हो एंड चला मतलब चल गया काम. द अपसाइड वॉज ह्यूज. लाइक I saved a lot of money and it was really important for me because the rent over there is really high. Rent, living expense, everything. और सबके सब घर में है. मतलब right now the people अभी ये लोग $1,000 का रेंट दे रहे हैं for a half bedroom. मतलब एक बेडरूम में 2 लोग शेयर कर रहे हैं. $1,000 दे रहे हैं प्लस उनके यूटिलिटीज़ एंड एवरीथिंग सेपरेट. और उसके बाद भी 6 के क्योंकि यूनिवर्सिटी बंद है, लाइब्रेरी भी चालू नहीं है. दे आर ऑल लाइक 6-7 पीपल स्टक इन अ 2 bedroom अपार्टमेंट. लाइक दो और फिर 2 हॉल में ऐसे 6 लोग रह रहे हैं. इट्स लाइक सो क्रैम्प्ड. एंड मैं यहाँ पे मेरा खुद का रूम, खुद का सब कुछ, घर का खाना, घर का सब कुछ, फ्रीडम. ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट आई एम सेविंग लाइक 6 lakhs or 7 lakhs. 6 lakh for the rent and utilities plus 1 lakh in direct health insurance. और उसके ऊपर भी बहुत सारे छोटे मोटे खर्चे होते रहते हैं जो मेरे नहीं हुए. तो आई सेव्ड अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. और मतलब मेरा कुछ नुकसान नहीं हुआ. थोड़ा ये सब नेट मतलब सोशलाइजिंग के लिए आई हैड टू टेक एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट फ्रॉम माई साइड. तो आई वुड बी द वन कॉन्टैक्टिंग अदर पीपल, आस्किंग फॉर हेल्प, लाइक जस्ट टॉकिंग एंड आफ्टर माई क्लासेज. एंड फिर मतलब ये ग्रुप्स व्हाट्सएप पे इतने सारे ग्रुप्स बन गए थे बिकॉज राइट नाउ द जिस सोसाइटी में हम रहते हैं लाइक वहाँ भी तो सब लोग अब ऑनलाइन और वर्चुअली कनेक्टेड हैं. तो इट wasn't that big of a problem because I made a few good friends जिनसे मैं अभी तक मिला भी नहीं हूँ. एंड जस्ट क्योंकि हम लोगों ने इतने सारे ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स में इतने सारे टीम्स बने, इतने सारा काम हुआ. एंड बाय द वे द एजुकेशन इज़ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट. लाइक आई ऑलवेज न्यू इट वुड बी डिफरेंट बट आई वॉज स्टिल शॉक्ड क्योंकि देयर इज सो मच हैपनिंग एवरी डे. इट्स लाइक कुछ ना कुछ टास्क, कुछ ना कुछ चैलेंज, कुछ ना कुछ असाइनमेंट, कुछ ना कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग होता रहता है. मतलब नॉट अ डे वेंट बाय एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस हैपेंड इन 4 months. लाइक 3 सब्जेक्ट्स विथ ह्यूज असाइनमेंट्स एंड सो मच वर्क. और तीनों साइमल्टेनियस चल रहे हैं. तीनों के ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स, तीनों के लैब वर्क, तीनों के असाइनमेंट्स. एवरी डे मतलब वॉज अ चैलेंज. तो interestingly like I had worked on full stack for like 3 years and there were people who had zero experience in full stack, so the bar was really high. मतलब even for them the expectation was same कि मतलब आपको split wise पूरी clone करना है in Node backend, React frontend, या फिर आपको Reddit का clone करना है, आपको text clustering करनी है, image clustering करनी है. So for everyone the bar was set same कि मतलब these are the challenges that these are the assignments that you have to do. And interestingly in the process आप सीख जाते हो ना. मतलब at the end of the day even IITs का syllabus 50 साल पुराना है. So but the students are brilliant ना, and the environment that they get is brilliant. एक तो ये जो even though मतलब मैं बोलूँगा कि बहुत ज़्यादा great university नहीं है, just going through the process of doing all of this actual work taught us a lot. And this is something, and syllabus is really updated because मतलब क्या नहीं किया. AWS पे deployment using Docker, Kafka, Redis, load balancing, और मतलब Node में backend, React में frontend. It was a pretty ये मतलब ये एक this was one of the subjects by the way, so this was one of the full stack subjects. और इसके अलावा data mining में text based clustering और अपना इमेज क्लासिफिकेशन, वर्किंग ऑन आइरिस डेटा सेट. तो ये सारी चीज़ें विच वॉज समथिंग मुझे नहीं लग रहा था कि 4 महीने में पॉसिबल भी हैं. बट लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स हैपेंड एंड आई रियली एंजॉयड इट. इट वॉज अ रियली फन एक्सपीरियंस. आई सेव्ड अ लॉट ऑफ मनी एंड आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड टू लाइक कि मुझे 1.5 साल और ये करना है. आई एम होपिंग टू गेट वन ऑफ द हाई पेइंग जॉब्स जिसके लिए सैन होजे फेमस है. I mean compared to other universities, the graduates from San Jose State University secure like a really high paying job. and it's not even marginal. The differences are huge. 90% of the students, they claim that they are placed, which is by the way highest amongst any of the universities in US. तो इतने एक तो परसेंटेज वाइज ज़्यादा हाई प्लेसमेंट होता है, ऊपर से द हाईएस्ट पैकेजेस आर ह्यूज. आई मीन द एवरेज पैकेजेस, if you are good enough, if you are able to crack the interviews, the university will provide you the opportunity, and they'll and the networking circle over there will, you will have interviews at one of those one or many of these top companies, and at that point it's up to you कि तुम मतलब क्रैक कर पा रहे हो वो इंटरव्यू या नहीं कर पा रहे हो. इट्स नॉट लाइक फॉर दैट आई वोंट बी ब्लेमिंग द यूनिवर्सिटी कि मतलब उनकी वजह से नहीं कर पाया. मे बी इफ़ आई वर इन लाइक हार्वर्ड या फिर स्टैनफोर्ड तो मतलब मैं क्रैक कर लेता, बट मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, मैंने इसलिए नहीं कर पाया. दे प्रोवाइडेड मी विद द इंटरव्यू, इट्स माई जॉब टू डू दैट द रेस्ट. तो लाइक अभी 2 महीने हैं, मेरा समर ब्रेक स्टार्ट हो गया, सो आई विल बी डूइंग लॉट ऑफ लीड कोड एंड कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग क्वेश्चंस, क्योंकि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे 90% तो प्लेसमेंट इसी के बेसिस पे होता है. 10% इज़ बेस्ड ऑन ऑल द टेक्नोलॉजीज यू नो, ऑल द डेवलपमेंट यू नो. 90% इस कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग से ही होना है. सो आई विल से के मोस्टली एवरीवन शुड बी फोकस्ड ऑन दैट. एवरीवन मतलब टाइम है तो ये करो. इंडिया में हो तो भी करो, जॉब स्विच करनी है तो भी करो. और इट्स नॉट समथिंग कि मतलब एक दिन में हो जाता है. इट्स लाइक अ वॉल जो कि एक एक ब्रिक बाय ब्रिक बनती चली जाती है. एंड इट्स अ मैराथन, इट्स नॉट अ स्प्रिंट. सो उसके लिए पूरी यू हैव टू बी पेशेंट, एंड मतलब पूरा मेहनत से करना पड़ेगा. स्मॉल बाय स्मॉल, स्टेप बाय स्टेप, थोड़ा थोड़ा, रोज़ एक क्वेश्चन, किसी दिन 2 क्वेश्चंस, वट एवर पीपल कैन डू. और फिर ये करके ही मतलब मेन इम्पॉर्टेंस है इसी सब की, क्योंकि जॉब इसी से मिलने वाली है. सो जस्ट डू इट. आई मीन अगर इंडिया में भी हो तो भी करो, क्योंकि आगे भी काम आएगी. अगर कभी फ्यूचर में गए मास्टर्स के लिए तो डेफिनेटली काम आएगी. So I mean, if anyone has any questions regarding my experience, or like if anyone wants to like ask a few more advice, if they have a few more questions, just put them down in the comments and I'll try to answer those. If someone wants कि मतलब कुछ special question हो तो they can leave their email ID and I'll maybe contact them. Okay, क्या questions हैं या क्या doubts हैं. I had a very fun experience. I saved a lot of money and I have a plan which I'm going to execute. FYI, for those who are planning to go in fall, do not forget about there is a law that you have to be on US soil. You have to be physically present in United States for at least 2 semesters before you are eligible for CPT, the internship. So for me, I'm very lucky that my starting semester was spring. I mean, initially I was feeling कि मतलब ये तो बैड लक हो गया, बट turned out it was actually a good luck कि स्प्रिंग में मतलब हुआ. तो फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर ऑनलाइन लिया. आई स्टिल हैव 2 more semesters to attend like in campus before I start my internship in the summer of 2022. For those who are planning for a fall semester, तो क्या होगा if you take 1 semester online from your home country, तो you will have just like the second semester, उसके बाद ही समर आ जाएगी. तो I'm not sure like people should then be contacting their program advisors and asking कि मतलब what should be done. या I don't know about that use case. For me, क्योंकि मैंने spring किया था तो it was possible. Apart from that, like if any other questions, do let me know.